open to any of them, wherever I can get on. I'm playing a few, and I'm going to Arizona for Thanksgiving. I'm playing a few there, so that'll be fun with my family. Haven't been on vacation since the season ended, so that'll be a nice little break for me.
Thanksgiving weekend was a special time for Caitlin Clark, basketball's rising superstar and the world's sweetheart. It wasn't just about her electrifying presence on the court or breaking records. Thanksgiving was a rare chance to step back and savor the moments that matter most. Family, joy, and unforgettable memories defined her holiday in ways that even her biggest fans might not expect.
I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back.
From a heartfelt journey with her closest loved ones to a courtside appearance that left even Steph Curry's family in awe, Caitlin's holiday was anything but ordinary. These moments remind us why she's more than an athlete. She's a symbol of connection, passion, and humanity. But what made this Thanksgiving weekend stand out so vividly? And how did Caitlin's journey reflect the values and bonds that have guided her extraordinary rise? As Caitlin reveals her epic Thanksgiving weekend, let's look back at the memories that turned this past weekend into a defining chapter in her story.
Now, in case you don't know, her boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, is a coach for Butler, the basketball team in the NCAA. And of course, as you can imagine, her and her parents were there supporting McCaffrey.
Thanksgiving 2024 saw Caitlin Clark and her family trading the comfort of a traditional holiday at home for an unforgettable journey. Traveling over 1,600 miles to Tempe, Arizona, Caitlin's family packed their bags and their holiday spirit to support her boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, an assistant coach for Butler University's basketball team. This wasn't the typical Thanksgiving dinner around the table. Instead, the Clarks found themselves courtside, surrounded by the buzz of college basketball fans and the tense excitement of a close game. For Caitlin, it was a different kind of Thanksgiving feast, a celebration of effort, teamwork, and the people who matter most.
His final year at Butler, there's Connor on the bench. Of course, Connor's girlfriend, Caitlin Clark, also in attendance with her family. Fran has a couple days off before Iowa plays Northwestern, so...
In the stands, Caitlin was joined by her parents, Brent and Ann, and her brothers, Blake and Colin. Known for their tight-knit family dynamic, the Clarks didn't just show up, they showed out. Videos of their uncontainable excitement during Butler's narrow victory over Northwestern quickly went viral. Fans were captivated by the genuine joy on their faces as they cheered Connor's team win a close match.
Free in attendance to watch his sons. And there is Caitlin Clark,
The trip wasn't just about basketball, though. It was also a chance for Caitlin to reconnect with her roots. Despite her meteoric rise in the WNBA, Caitlin remains grounded in family values. This journey reflected the lengths she and her family go to support one another, making the holidays meaningful even without the usual traditions. And for this family, it includes her boyfriend Connor. Photos from the game captured the Clark family decked out in team colors, standing together in solidarity. Each smile, cheer, and embrace told a story of love and unity, a powerful reminder of the strength of their bond.
Caitlin Clark is nearly always in the spotlight, but more of late because of her appearances at Butler Bulldog games because of her boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey.
For Caitlin, it was more than just a game. It was a chance to step away from the spotlight and be present for someone else's moment. Connor has always been there for Caitlin's biggest moments, and it was her time to show her love. This journey was about gratitude, not just for achievements, but for the relationships that make life worth celebrating. But Caitlin's weekend wasn't just limited to college basketball. As the days unfolded, she found herself courtside for a game that would attract even more attention.
3.5 million people watched this clip of Caitlin Clark standing and clapping. That's it. Seriously.
in attendance to watch his sons. And there is Caitlin Clark. That's where Butler's got to have it. Brooks lofts it up and Screen powers it home. Timeout, Chris Jans.
Andre Screen with the flush. But it's the...
If Caitlin Clark thought her Thanksgiving journey couldn't get more exciting, her courtside appearance at the Suns vs. Warriors game in Phoenix proved otherwise.
Thank you so much. But you know what you want to do right Caitlin, do you want to give that away? Yeah. Go ahead and give it away to whoever you want. Stand up, make some noise.
Seated with her brothers, Blake and Colin, Caitlin was more than a spectator. She was a magnetic presence, drawing attention even in a star-studded arena. The energy at the Footprint Center was electric as the Suns faced off against Steph Curry's Golden State Warriors. Fans packed the arena for the marquee matchup, but Caitlin's appearance became a focal point in its own right. Even among basketball royalty, she managed to stand out. At one point during the game, Steph Curry's sister, Sidel Curry-Lee, captured a heartwarming moment on Instagram. Her son, Daxon, was seen staring in awe at Caitlin, whom Sidel described as one of his favorites. The post went viral, sparking a wave of admiration for Caitlin's ability to captivate fans of all ages. The charm of the evening didn't stop there. Caitlin and her brothers brought their trademark Clark family dynamic courtside, creating moments that delighted fans in attendance and online. Social media users joked about the siblings sitting in chronological order of age, with Caitlin sandwiched between Blake and Colin. Photos and videos captured their laughter, cheers, and sibling banter, adding a human touch to Caitlin's superstar persona. For Caitlin, this was more than just an enjoyable outing. It was a chance to showcase the broader reach of women's basketball, breaking barriers and proving that stars from the WNBA can hold their own in any sports arena. Fans in Phoenix marveled at her charisma, noting how seamlessly she blended into the NBA scene while still commanding her unique spotlight. She wasn't just a WNBA star enjoying a night out. She was an ambassador for the sport, inspiring young players and showing that basketball is a universal language. The night ended with the Suns defeating the Warriors, but Caitlin's Thanksgiving story was far from over. The next day, a new adventure awaited, a golf course and a turkey with a surprising name. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you. Now back to the action.
Honestly, whenever I have time, I love to play golf. It's just when the time, opens up and I can travel and go play places. I love being outside and playing new places.
As Thanksgiving weekend continued, Caitlin Clark traded the basketball court for the greens. Known for her precision on the court, Caitlin brought the same focus and skill to the golf course, showcasing yet another side of her athletic versatility. Participating in a casual round during her break, she impressed onlookers and even earned praise from seasoned players for her swing. Fans marveled at how the same athlete who could sink a three-pointer from beyond the arc could also land a perfect drive on the fairway. This wasn't Caitlin's first time on the course. Golf has been one of her favorite off-season pastimes. Over the years, she's spoken about how the game helps her unwind and sharpen her mental focus. This Thanksgiving outing was no different, as Caitlin embraced the slower pace of the greens to reflect on the whirlwind year she'd had in the WNBA. For a star who's always on the go, this was a much-needed moment of calm.
Tradition took place this morning at Terrace Hill. The governor pardoned 2 turkeys from the Thanksgiving table. Their names, Caitlin and Clark, now get to live out the rest of their lives on a non-commercial farm in Iowa.
Meanwhile, back in Iowa, Caitlin's name was making headlines in a more unexpected way. The state's Thanksgiving tradition of pardoning turkeys took a humorous twist when Governor Kim Reynolds revealed the honorary names of the 2 turkeys, Caitlin and Clark. The playful nod to Iowa's favorite basketball star sparked laughter and a flood of social media posts. From fans to local reporters, everyone seemed to get a kick out of the tribute. Even our turkeys aim for greatness, joked one Twitter user, capturing the lighthearted spirit of the moment.
Shout outs to Caitlin and Clark, the turkeys. They have been pardoned. The governor of Iowa made that announcement. Kim Reynolds posted this on her X account this morning. I pardoned Caitlin and Clark from Golden Prairie Turkeys in Manson.
The turkey pardon wasn't just a moment of levity. It was a reflection of how deeply Caitlin is ingrained in Iowa's identity. The state has celebrated her achievements not only for her athletic excellence, but also for her embodiment of the values they hold dear: humility, perseverance, and a connection to community. From the courts to the greens to state traditions, Caitlin's influence continues to touch every aspect of life in Iowa. For Caitlin, the weekend was turning out to be a perfect blend of lighthearted fun, personal connections, and moments of reflection. But the most touching part of her holiday was yet to come. A reminder of the family ties that form the foundation of her success.
Just to, step back and just remember how grateful we are to live in this amazing country, how grateful we are for the freedoms that we get to enjoy every single day, to really enjoy being with family, and to just step back and be grateful for the many opportunities that we have.
Behind every great athlete is a foundation built on support, love, and shared sacrifices. And Caitlin Clark's family is a testament to this truth. For Caitlin, her parents, Brent and Ann, and her brothers, Blake and Colin, have always been the pillars of her success, both on and off the court.
When Clark was growing up in Iowa, already running circles around the boys, her dad took her to see a WNBA game in Minnesota. She returned home hell-bent on adding distance to her jump shot.
Caitlin's father, Brent, played a pivotal role in her development as an athlete. A former college basketball and baseball player, he not only inspired Caitlin's love for sports, but also helped refine her game from an early age. Their driveway at home became a sacred training ground, with Brent installing a three-point line so Caitlin could practice long-range shots that would later define her playing style. He often recounted moments when a young Caitlin would stay outside until dusk, perfecting her shot in any weather, embodying the discipline that would later define her career.
Kind of slanted. Our driveway was like slanted, so I only had a three-point line on one side of the driveway. So I told my dad he had to tear up all this grass, and he did.
Ann, Caitlin's mother, offered a different kind of support, one rooted in emotional strength and unwavering encouragement. Known for her calming presence, Ann has been a constant figure in the stands, cheering Caitlin on at every stage of her career. She's the one who keeps the family grounded, making sure that despite Caitlin's meteoric rise, the Clarks remained connected to their values and to one another. Whether it was helping Caitlin manage the pressures of stardom or organizing family gatherings during her rare moments off the court, Ann's steady influence has been invaluable.
Always a big deal. My dad always had them on, whether we were in the basement, whether we were upstairs. A lot of times my family would be cooking. My mom is like the best chef of all time, so she would oftentimes make really good food while we were watching.
Caitlin's brothers, Blake and Colin, add another layer of camaraderie and inspiration. Blake, the eldest, played college football at Iowa State, bringing his own competitive edge to the family dynamic. His achievements pushed Caitlin to aim higher, fostering a sibling rivalry that motivated her on the court. Colin, the youngest, shares a playful and protective bond with Caitlin, often seen by her side during games and public appearances. The viral moments of the three siblings courtside, laughing, joking, and cheering, highlight a relationship built on mutual respect and shared joy.
I actually grew up playing with the boys. That's all I knew until I was in about 4th grade. So I give that a lot of credit for the person I am today, but also the player kind of pushed me and made me maybe a little too feisty if you've ever watched me. My two brothers aren't here today, but they've picked on me. Like I said earlier, they picked on me more than anybody, and I kind of held my own, gave them a few concussions and staples in the head, so sorry, Mom, about that.
One of the most touching moments in Caitlin's career came during her WNBA draft day. As her name was called as the #1 overall pick, Caitlin's immediate reaction was to embrace her family. It was a powerful reminder that no matter how far she rises, Caitlin's roots remain firmly planted in the love of her family. Thanksgiving weekend added another chapter to their story. Whether it was traveling to Arizona to support Connor McCaffrey, cheering on the Butler Bulldogs as a family, or sharing inside jokes courtside, the Clarks demonstrated that family always comes first. These weren't just casual holiday moments. They were a celebration of their unbreakable bond. For Caitlin, these moments aren't just about gratitude. They're about honoring the people who have shaped her journey. As her career continues to reach new heights, the values instilled by her family remain at the core of her legacy. Caitlin Clark's Thanksgiving weekend wasn't just a celebration of family and tradition. It was a reflection of her growing legacy. At the heart of her influence is Caitlin's ability to inspire the next generation. Young players like Lucy Olson, who now suits up for Iowa, have openly shared how Caitlin's journey motivated them to pursue basketball at a higher level. "She made us believe it was possible," Olson said, echoing the sentiment of countless young athletes who see Caitlin not just as a star, but as a role model who broke barriers. Many youth leagues across Iowa have reported significant increases in female participation, a testament to the visibility and hope Caitlin has brought to the sport.
I mean, she's a big star and everybody turning out for her in record numbers, but to spend time like this, I think, is very special.
Caitlin's influence isn't limited to the basketball court. Through her Caitlin Clark Foundation, she's made strides in improving access to education, nutrition, and sports opportunities for children. Her off-season youth basketball camps and community clinics have drawn hundreds of attendees, offering young athletes the chance to learn directly from one of the game's brightest stars. Parents often describe the awe in their children's eyes as Caitlin shares stories of resilience and determination. She's not just a basketball player, she's a beacon of hope for a sport that's gaining momentum, one fan at a time. The moment Steph Curry's nephew was seen staring at Caitlin with admiration was just one example of how her reach transcends traditional boundaries. As Caitlin's career continues, her focus remains on leaving a legacy that outlasts her playing days. For her, greatness isn't just about the points she scores, but the lives she touches. And as Thanksgiving weekend proved, Caitlin Clark's influence is only growing, lighting the way for future generations to follow in her footsteps.
And it's important because it's drawing the women's basketball game even closer. You know, you have little kids that are looking up to you, boys and girls, and you taking the moment just to recognize them, I mean, it puts them in a special place. That's a moment they'll remember forever.
Caitlin Clark's Thanksgiving weekend was more than just a holiday. It was a reflection of her character, her values, and the incredible legacy she's building. Caitlin's rise to stardom has always been grounded in the strength of her family and the values they've instilled in her. Her parents, Brent and Anne, her brothers Blake and Colin, and her hometown community have all played a part in shaping the humility, perseverance, and passion that make Caitlin a star on and off the court. This weekend was yet another reminder that her greatest achievements aren't just measured in points or records, but in the lives she touches. As Caitlin looks ahead to the next chapter of her career, her focus remains on growth, not just for herself, but for the sport she loves and the people she inspires. Thanksgiving may be over, but Caitlin Clark's story is far from finished. It's a journey of gratitude, legacy, and limitless potential. And we're thankful for you, CC22. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.